guys requested on the IG today. And we're going to start off with Exro Technologies. It's a Canadian name. Overall, I'm seeing a lot of supply in this stock. So heavy resistance, especially at the $4 range, right? We can't break up over. That's the last area we were trying to battle. Can't break up over it. Not too sure what caused this massive run back in 2020, but since then it's been bad news. I would stay away, especially because right now we're starting to form that bear flag. We're starting to form that bear flag pattern, so it could come a lot lower, right? So this one I would stay away personally until I start to see large bull volume coming in and like maybe create a base around, hopefully, right, this range, because it looks like that was some sort of resistance back in 2020. So if we come back down here, I'd like to see a base, some bullish volume come in, and then, you know, some bullish like chart patterns that could indicate higher prices are coming. When we look at Mvmd, it's pretty similar here. Like something drove us up in 2021, and ever since then it's been bad news. One thing I am looking at here is we had recently a very large pop. We tried to get follow through, but we didn't get it. So I'm going to mark out this zone because that is acting as our resistance right now. And like if you want to go long in this name, of course you want to see us hold here. You want to see us hold this. If we can't hold that 15.5 cent range, I would stay away, just because I feel like there's still lots of opportunity in the markets, and these names might not be the best right now in terms of other opportunities. We have CMC. This one's interesting. I like the base we made here at around 19 cents. We hung around here for an entire month. Bull volume starts coming in here, which is good to see. So we see the increase in bull volume, increase in price, right? We had some sort of a pullback because, of course, that was a massive, right? That's like 130% gain in maybe like 10, 12 days. We have a nice pullback, and we start to see the bull volume coming back in, right? So it's driving price higher. Right now, I want to see us break over 47 cents. Now, if we could hit there and it acts as resistance, what we want to see is we want to see some sort of a higher low being made. So something higher than this low that we just made. Come back here potentially, and then we want to see us weaken this zone and then get the break. CMC is looking interesting here. We might even just get a quick pop right back up to this resistance at 65 cents, which would be interesting since we are seeing some bullish volume coming in. Maybe they're trying to push it up now. So that's something I'd be paying attention to, the 64 cent resistance above. Now we look at Adobe here, right? I like to look at this from a weekly time frame. This is a long-term player. I like this name. It could be added on your like long-term investment list. That's where I would add it, because the trend is our friend here, right? What I'm seeing is that we have some sort of resistance that was acting, it was acting as resistance back in 2020. We ended up breaking over. We're back here now. So we want to see us hold this zone. If we can't, then I would start to lean towards, you know, this daily trend being strong, because we are downtrending since November, right? Higher or lower highs and lower lows are being made here. So maybe we're potentially basing in this zone right now, right around here. Could be, but the prevailing trend right now is a downtrend. So I want to see us break up over 541 with bull volume, and that would kind of give us an indication that we could potentially be moving higher again. We got to battle some resistances that are above if we are going to continue the trend. Overall, if you look at the weekly time frame, it's been trending upward for years. So it could be a good name to long in terms of a long-term investment, but right now we have a nice bear flag set up, and it looks very similar to PayPal in a way. And we all know what happened to PayPal just now. So it depends, right? This is a bear flag. This technically is indicating that, you know, lower prices could come. So I'd be aware of that. Disney, again, another long-term player, in my opinion. The company itself is huge. I don't know too much about the fundamentals, right? But in terms of their business, right? They have the Disney parks or whatever in Orlando. They have Disney Plus, right? So they have, I'm pretty sure they own Marvel. Like they have a pretty good business model. They also own something else, like some big like movie or video or TV company or something like that. Again, see, I don't really know the fundamentals. I'm butchering it, but this name, in my opinion, is easier to play long term. I do like how we are coming back to this range. This is where we had gaps, right? This is a gappy chart, like it leaves gaps behind, but there was a gap and we back tested it and filled it. But now there's gaps above, right? So we could come back to fill these gaps. I don't think the company itself is a bad company. I think it's actually a really good one. So I'd want to see some sort of reversal, right? We're starting to see a little bit of a higher low being made. We need to see that follow through, right? Again, there's another gap right here. So I want to see us break up over that. We need to use it as support and then bring our way up higher towards this gap. But right now there's some heavy resistance in Disney, so maybe it might be a good time for picking up long-term shares. Loblaws. So this name has been uptrending nicely again for a decent little while, especially since February 2021. We had a nice big spike. But what we're seeing now is a slight little change of the trend. So this you could mark as our trend line, and you could see, are we gonna react to that? So we had this pullback, we bounced. Are we gonna react to this and continue to reject? I'd be looking at this range. This is a major range we might come back to, right? Resistance, resistance, we break up over, acts as support for a brief while, acted as support here. If we do come back there, it'd be a buy signal because you would expect it to continue to act as support. Fans, this one is, these gambling stocks, in my opinion, are like dying off real hard. I don't know how I feel about fans. I'd be watching this major trend line. We need to see bull volume come in, right? We need to see the bull volume come in for sure. Because right now the bears are dominating, especially from the highs. This was all like gambling stock hype, and we just can't break up higher. So this chart is gonna have to do a lot of work, right? Resistance, 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 right? You get it, what I'm trying to say. It's got a lot of work to do. I think there's other names out there that might be more worth investing in. Nvei, I don't know what this is, but I would stay very far away. TD. So what I'm looking at TD here, if I pull up the Bollinger Bands and I go to the weekly time frame, we are pretty extended here. So every time we've come up to this upper Bollinger Band, there's been some sort of a pullback. We're definitely starting to see widening volatility. So the past few weeks, right, since September, we've been ripping. So I wouldn't be surprised if we tried to come back to test the middle Bollinger Band or potentially the lower Bollinger Band, right? So again, long-term hold, you're Gucci. You are Gucci. Add this one to the RSP or like your long-term TFSA account. I don't think you'll be able to go wrong there. We got DSG. So what I'm looking here, right? $82. Resistance, resistance, resistance. We break up over it. We're back here, right? We want to see us hold this range. Right now, currently, we've been downtrending and we have this head and shoulders pattern that pretty much dropped us way down. So we got this. Are we going to continue lower? That is a potential. So I'd be aware of that. But overall, I want to see us hold $82. That is mad important for us to continue some sort of an uptrend here. Otherwise, this could have been the top around 113, and it might need a long period of consolidation to, regather its strength. And that's the breakdown. Peace.